So, first of all, I need to offer you an apology. I kind of forgot that I would be busy the last couple of days of last week traveling. So, yeah, that was my bad. Seriously, that was all on me. Of course, it's all on me. All you're doing is wondering why there wasn't any videos. All my fault. You had nothing to do with it. You never do. You're awesome. That's why you're watching this. And speaking of awesome, I think it's time we talked about Torgue's campaign of Carnage, which is proving very quickly to be what Portal 2 is in a Gearbox Borderlands sense. You'll be questioning, what do I mean by it's like Portal 2? How is it like Portal 2 if the point is a campaign of Carnage? You don't kill any humans in Portal 2. What I mean is, Portal 2 was solid fan service to people who shit their pants about the original Portal. People who loved going, the cake is like, me. People who just did nothing but listen to Still Alive for years. Those people. That's all Portal 2 did, was sell to them. Certainly it was a good game. I'll never deny that. Valve doesn't make bad games. They just don't make the right type of games, for me personally. But whereas Valve sort of goes, yes, this is all fan service, doing it very sneaky. Gearbox was like, yeah, it's fan service. What of it? Come on, this guy's mustache swears and explosions and shit and loot. And there's another vault. Yeah. That describes Mr. Torgue's campaign of Carnage. It is clear and blatant fan service without trying to hide it. But the actual add-on itself, while it is fan service, it's actually very good. It's very interesting, to be honest. The comparisons between this and Mad Moxie's seem sort of feasible, but then it's not just one zone. It's one really big zone with a couple of subzones, as tends to be the case in Borderlands add-ons. And in the aptly named Badass Crater of Badassitude, the point is to become the #1 badass in all of Pandora. Fan service out the wazoo. Let's not beat around the bush. And guiding you through it is the brand new character of Torgue, the founder and CEO of the Torgue Company. The company that only makes guns that explode. And always talks in all caps. And is a complete and total character. And Borderlands fans will love every goddamn second of it. And why? Because he's Torgue. And he doesn't need a reason. They go so far as to explain his character to the point where he talks about how chair people in the Torgue Company had his voice box censored so that anytime he swears, he can't swear. It comes out as a beep. And to the point where he goes, that's half my vocabulary. I'm not even going to try to imitate it because, let's just say, he's best left voiced by his own actions. And the genius of this, which I discovered reading the AMA he did, well, it was actually the writer of the game, being his character, he said how he's always had the freedom to write as loosely and as zany as he wanted. And that is perfect for a game like Borderlands that really just decides to go off the rails more and more. It's quickly approaching Saints Row level of off the rails. It's not there yet. It's a more, okay, so we don't have rails, we just sort of have this hover chain and we're going to be on it. They haven't really gone off that hover chain yet. Maybe they will, though. But they've always managed to keep this reined-in sense of on the chain. But the actual add-on itself, I feel, is strong in the fact that it has this Moxie-ish element of the tournament, but it doesn't feel grindy. It isn't like, oh, you beat the first couple of things, barely. Here's more, but with 20 rounds instead of 5. Good luck. Instead, it's beat a boss, rank up level, beat up another boss, rank up another level until you get to the final boss. And as they've been doing now recently, there is a invincible character, which, surprisingly enough, is rather invincible. Oddly enough. I've found is the easiest to beat Seraph Guardian in the entire game. Then again, it's probably my MMO player speaking to me. I need him to shut up sometimes. But is it worth your money? Is it worth that $10? Well, if you got the season pass, you shouldn't worry about it. You already bought the season pass. You had confidence in Gearbox, and honestly, they delivered. But to another person, is it worth the $10? If you can take a very loud, very rambunctious, very over-the-top character in the form of Mr. Torgue, I can almost guarantee this add-on is something that you will be looking for. But maybe not. Maybe not for you. Maybe for the person who goes, I prefer my games to be serious. No laughing whatsoever. Then first of all, why the hell are you playing Borderlands 2? And second of all, why are you here? I'm here to entertain you and inform you, not just to inform you. In fact, good luck finding that anywhere on the internet. Everyone tries to entertain in some way. Personally, though, I felt that Torgue's campaign of Carnage was a sweet, sweet addition, a good way to cap off the year for what I can assume to be the last bit of DLC until next year for Borderlands 2. Hopefully then we get a raise at level cap. Please, Gearbox. Maybe some more levels would be nice. To be honest. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. I like my character at 50, but going to 60 wouldn't be too bad. All in all, though, when I say this is an add-on of fan service, Torgue's campaign of Carnage is fan service. But it's the most blatant and direct and yet most awesome fan service you could possibly expect out of a game like Borderlands. Thank you very much for watching. I am sorry I wasn't able to deliver last week. It was good seeing my family, though, so that's cool. But thank you very much for watching, and I shall see all of you later.